Hello everybody and welcome back once again to Let's Play Fallout. It's been a little while, but I've been on holiday and whatever else has happened in the month of May, early June. But anyway, we're here now once again, and we finished last time in the command level, I suppose, of Vault 15, where we are of course looking for a water chip to save our very own vault. Now, in the last session I was looking around, I couldn't find anything to do with the chip. I thought perhaps there was some issue here, maybe, or an opportunity to blow away some of this kind of rubble. And when I was watching the video back, I actually missed some text on this little screen here, which indicated that we'd concluded that the water chip was not here. I think that's the game's way of telling us, yep, as I suspected when we set off here, it would be far too easy for the water chip to be here. So it is, of course, either been looted, been covered by rubble. We ain't getting it from here is the short story, so we're going to have to find it from elsewhere. Where exactly? We have not got the foggiest clue. We have no lines of inquiry. So the only thing that we can possibly do to start with is go back to the nearest safe haven that we have, which is Shady Sands, speak to people in a bit more detail to see whether or not we could glean some information about a water chip from them, and if we can't, then it's just going to be a case of exploring known settlements that we are aware of to see if we can find one, because we can't sit and do nothing. Time is of the essence. We have 141 days before our vault loses its water supply. So without further ado, we're going to return back to Shady Sands. Before we do, just a couple of things. We have got our hit points up to 20. I think we were down to 9. You'll notice on the text here that we have just done some first aid to restore some of our hit points for the journey back, just in case we end up encountering an issue. And we have also equipped this SMG that we picked up from a locker in here, I think it was, because you don't have to use it in semi-automatic mode. You can actually use it in single fire mode, but we may wish to use it in semi-automatic kind of burst mode as well if we want. So we have that option, so we will indeed use it. Giving it to your companions is very dangerous apparently, because they could end up blowing you in half. So yeah, we're going to selfishly take that. And of course, don't forget that Dr. Bob Atomic is decked out in his new leather jacket look. He's looking like a wastelander already. So we're going to go back to Shady Sands and see what further information we can glean. At the very least, we might be able to sell some of the stuff we've picked up from here and get some more caps out of it. So let's get ourselves moving. Right, so we have gleaned information from some locations. We have gleaned information about the hub, we have gleaned information about Junktown, and we have gleaned information about raiders. So when it comes to going to an alternative location, we really have no clue where we're going to go. This is the closest, but I don't know which one this is. So we'll discuss that, when we're going to move out from Shady Sands. But Shady Sands has got to be our next place to recover, maybe glean some more info about this water chip. And we're going to try to utilise the Ask About feature to see whether or not we can put water chip in there and actually have people talk about it, because you've just got to ask the right question. Let's go to the entrance here, and we have arrived, it looks like at daytime, 8:55. Our hit points have gone up as we've been travelling, so this is all very good. Could we speak to or stroke Poochie? Right, here we are. So this is going to be pretty much a slower session today. This is trying to find out where to go next. Because as I said, the game is quite unforgiving like that. In modern games you'd be told, where to go next, where potentially to look next, more often than not, given a quest marker. Here, oh no, you've got to find out yourself. Talk to people, find out, figure it out. This is probably the kind of game I should really, really employ, taking notes in a notepad. But anyway, we'll see what happens. But yeah, speaking with Katrina. So we're looking for a water chip. We've already asked this. We've already been there. So we've been there. She's escaped from a vault. Okay, so tell me about... So let's just see if... Well, she's already told us about the water ship, what she knows, but I'm just intrigued. Ask about what? Nothing. Vault 15. Okay, I'll just speak to her one last time from scratch. I'm dealing with Rascopin problems. We've dealt with that also. Okay, so there's nothing that she's telling us that's anything to do with the water chip other than going to Vault 15, which is fine. Thanks, Dharma. You're here, Wanderer. My girl, Tandy, Aradesh's daughter, has been kidnapped. We believe the raiders have her. I don't recall being told this before. This is new. Okay. Dr. Bob taken aback slightly here. Oh. My girl, Tandy. Oh, are they? Tandy and Seth. Sounds like they might be a couple. Ooh, interesting. Right, okay. Where are these raiders? Dr. Bob asking. To the southeast. Please hurry. I don't know what they'll do to her. I didn't say I'd help. How much is this job worth? I've got to help my own people. Okay. Well, Bob is not the kind of guy to leave, you know, somebody in the hands of raiders. It doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound good at all. We've helped with the Red Scorpion problem. We'll say that we'll assist where we can. I mean, I don't know how likely it is we're going to get anything out of raiders. It's just me and Ian here. It sounds like there's going to be a few raiders. Probably some some bartering, some kind of, you know, diplomacy might be required. But let's come around speaking to him here. Where's Tandy? Why haven't you rescued her? I need more supplies. That's probably true. Let's see if we can get anything out of him from supplies. Okay, no, so he's just basically saying about the fact that... let's just see if we can ask about the water chip while we're here. Sorry, I can't help you. You can't help me with the water chip, but I can help you with getting a Tandy out of a raider's lair, aka a hornet's nest. Right, okay. I mean, devoid of any other clue or tasks, that might be what we have to do next. But we'll park that for a second. We've spoken to those two. The only other two people of note in this whole town, really, are the leader, who, of course, is the father of Tandy, and the doctor down here. So we'll speak to those two people next. And if there's nothing that they have to say about the water chip, I suppose going to the raider camp might be the next viable option. They said also to the southeast. If we can bring up the world map, we can, when we do get to there, we can see that the settlement closest to us is at the southeast. The other two settlements that we know about are to the southwest, so the raider camp's probably the one that's closest to us, which would also make sense. If Tandy's been taken from here, she wouldn't have been probably taken too far. Anyway, speaking with Aradesh about this, perhaps, maybe he's got some more information.
Thank goodness you came. I am in desperate need of assistance. My daughter Tandy is missing. I do not know what to do.
Okay, okay. We have heard about this. We have heard about this. Fear not. Fear not. Dr. Bob here, superhero of the wastelands. Fear not. Fear not, Aradesh. For I have taken down rat scorpions and pig rats and mole rats. I'm sure raiders will pose no problem. I'll slap them silly. Yes, like I did to a few rats. That'll work. I'll kick them. Have you tried to save her?
My people are not skilled in this. Already 3 patrols have gone out to look, but none returned. Will you help me?
That doesn't sound good. Okay, I'll do it for a fee. We're not very kind of money orientated, so we're not going to go pursuing fees. Perhaps relying on the goodwill of a reward should we be successful. Although thinking about it, they didn't give us much for the Red Scorpion, Red Scorpion situation from memory, but anyway. Okay, so who could have taken, we're asking. We heard it's probably raiders, but let's see if he knows anything further.
Seth and I believe one of the raider clans is responsible. Retribution for our resistance to them. Take this spear. It was found where my daughter was last seen.
Okay, I'll
Please, talk to Seth. He knows much about these raiders. And Godspeed, Wanderer.
Okay, we'll speak to Seth again now that we've talked to Aradish. He might have unlocked some more conversation from Seth, but he's given us a spear. Let's take a quick look at the spear. Is it a spear that we can use as a weapon, or is it something that's going to give us a clue about something? It's just a spear. A razor-tip spear. Okay, so it's their version of basically giving us a supply item to help us take down, a nest of raiders, a spear. Don't worry, we're going to use our mouth. It'll be fine.
Wanderer, how goes the search for my daughter?
I haven't found her, but I will. Don't worry. Can I ask a few more questions?
Certainly. What do you wish to know?
Okay, nothing. Right, tell me about... Do you know anything about a water chip? I don't know whether capitalizing it is an issue.
No, I have not heard of that.
Water chip?
I can't really say I have heard of that.
A chip?
No, I can't really say I have heard...
Okay, you have not heard of water before. That's very fun. Yeah, okay. Thanks, bye. So we'll speak with the doctor, and then we'll speak with Seth, and then we'll rest up here, read our book, have a night's sleep, probably. Time is of the essence, but hey, we've got to rest, you know. Well, technically speaking, we don't, but, realistically, we do. What time is it anyway? It's early morning. Actually, do you know what? We'll probably head straight out, to be fair, because that town's not too far. Or camp. Raslo. Can I help you? I've been poisoned. I need healing. Nothing right now. Okay, tell me about water chip. Sorry, I can't help you. Water? No. Medicine? Okay. These people are no use, not ornaments. Right, okay, he's got some stim packs and some stuff. We've got stim packs at the plenty. Well, it seems like 10 is plenty, but I don't know. Maybe it's not as many as it seems, because there's a lot of stim packs we're seeing. So maybe the game anticipates us using a hell of a lot of these things. Flares we don't need so much of, but we're not buying anything at the moment. We have nothing in this town that we wish to really buy, unless we're going to go really heavy on the stim packs. So we're quite happy with our supply at the moment. We've got weaponry, we've got some form of armour, so I think we can head straight out after we've read our little book here. So, let's have a little, not right now, it's nice meeting you. So let's get up here. Come on, Ian. Quick sticks, please. Why is Ian walking? There you go. I'm hoping that Ian also heals when we're on the move, because we healed, so hopefully he will. Let's have a look before we leave, actually, if he's got... Hello? Who's in my house? Oh, who are you? My house. This is our. We've taken this over. This is our quarters now. Whenever we're here, this is our home away from home. Right. What are we doing? What was I doing? Oh, reading. That's it. Okay. Tandy's been taken by raiders and wasting time here reading. Listen. For a betting man, which we are not really. At 35% gambling skill, would say she's probably dead. Okay. So we have first aided up a little bit. I think we were about 37. I think we're 43. Might have put it up by 5% possibly here, which is good. And let's have a look at the time. It was about 9 o'clock in the... it's 10 o'clock. We've spent an hour reading that. He's good. He's intelligent, so we read pretty swiftly. Not quite the same level as Johnny 5 from Short Circuit, flipping through the pages like a maniac, but not far off it, I suppose. Anyway, we've spoken to the 4 people that matter here. There is another guard in here, to be fair, and we need to speak to Seth again, so we'll just quickly manoeuvre ourselves over here. Well, these were just generic guards, weren't they, really? Yeah. Okay, so people are talking about Tandy now. So this is clearly a development since the water chip. being very meta-gamey here. This is obviously all kicked off after we visited Vault 15 now. Nobody was talking about Tandy before we left, so that's kind of like the game probably giving us a subtle clue that going to find Tandy might yield some information about a water chip here. We're not banking on that, of course, and Bob's none the wiser, but realistically we have no other clue about the water chip. Nobody knows about a water chip here. I'm sure Ian is telling us that the Raider camp is probably the camp that's closest to this town, which is not too far away. We've got nothing else, other lines of inquiry about a water chip. We might as well just do that. We might as well just get involved with that, tell that, further help this town, further align ourselves with them. They're going to provide us with further help and assistance. Because if we do have to go to the hub, or we do have to go to Junktown to further our inquiries, they're much further away, so if they can provide us with more supplies as a result of helping Tandy, then that's going to help us in the long term to get to those further away places. So, we suppose within our interest to some degree to actually help out here, and Bob is generally a helpful person anyway. But we have to balance helpfulness with the needs of our vault, which is obviously quite critical. Where's Tandy? Any more supplies? A little tramp wasn't worth the risk. That's probably a little bit harsh, isn't it? Right, okay. The F6 to save? It is indeed. Right, that's fine. So we're not... are we fully healed at 36? Yes, we're fully healed. Let me just check out Ian. See if he's looking good. Yep, he's unhurt now as well, so we are ready to rock and roll and make our way to the next location. Now we are looking for Tandy, and we are a talker. We are, hoping that that's going to be a strong suit. But if you're talking to raiders, I don't feel like they're going to be the most, diplomatic of people. Anyway, I don't know how long this video's been going because I started this session late, but it's probably around about 15 minutes, and I'm doing 15-minute videos until at least part 25. So, join me again in the next session when we start moving towards the Raider camp.